Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a huge topic in crypto, staking. You've probably heard about it. It's pitched as the ultimate way to earn passive income just by holding your coins. But is it really free money? Or is there a catch that most people miss? Stick around for the next few minutes because I'm going to break down exactly what staking is, how you actually get paid, the real risks involved, and I'll give you a simple checklist to help you decide if staking is right for you. By the end of this video, you'll know whether you should jump in or stay on the sidelines. So, what is staking, really? At its core, staking is when you lock up your cryptocurrency to help run a blockchain network. Think of it like putting your money to work. In return for your help, the network rewards you with more of its native tokens. This is the foundation of what's called a proof-of-stake blockchain. Let's use a big example, Ethereum. On the Ethereum network, you can become a validator by staking 32 ETH. A validator is like a security guard for the blockchain. They check and approve new transactions, add them to the chain, and make sure everything is secure and running smoothly. For doing this important job, the network pays them staking rewards. Now, I know what you're thinking. 32 ETH is a lot of money, and running a validator sounds complicated, and you're right. But the good news is, you don't need to be a tech wizard or have a huge bag of crypto to start staking. There are several ways to get involved, and each has its own pros and cons. You can delegate your tokens to someone else who runs a validator. You can stake directly through a centralized exchange, or you can use a more advanced method called liquid staking. Let's dive into each of these options so you can see which one might fit you best. First up, running your own validator. This option gives you the absolute most control over your funds and your operations. You're the captain of your own ship. You receive the full staking rewards directly from the network without paying a fee to anyone else. However, this path comes with significant responsibility. It requires technical knowledge to set up and maintain the validator software, a dedicated computer that's online 24/7 and constant monitoring to make sure it's behaving correctly. And here's the big risk: penalties. If your validator makes a mistake, like approving a bad transaction, or even just goes offline for too long, the network can penalize you. This is a process called slashing, where a portion of your staked crypto is permanently destroyed as a punishment. So, while the rewards are highest, the risks and the effort are too. This is really for the dedicated and technically savvy. What if you don't want to deal with all that technical stress? That's where delegating comes in. Delegated Proof of Stake, or DPoS, allows you to delegate your coins to a professional validator. You're basically saying, hey, I trust you to run the hardware and do the work. Here are my coins to add to your staking power. In return, the validator does all the heavy lifting and shares the rewards with you after taking a small commission for their service. This is a much more user-friendly option. But there's a crucial catch. You need to choose your validator wisely. You are trusting them not only with your potential rewards but also with your principal investment. If the validator you delegate to messes up and gets slashed, your delegated funds get slashed right along with theirs. You share in the penalty. So, doing your homework on a validator's history, uptime, and reputation is absolutely critical before you delegate. Now for what is probably the easiest and most popular method for beginners: staking on a centralized exchange. Platforms like Coinbase, Kraken, or Binance make staking incredibly simple. It's often just a few clicks. You go to their staking section, choose the crypto you want to stake, and you're done. They handle all the technical complexity behind the scenes. The convenience is undeniable, but this convenience comes at a price. Custody. When you stake on an exchange, you are handing over control of your crypto to that company. You are trusting that the platform will remain solvent, secure, and compliant with regulations. If the exchange gets hacked, goes bankrupt, or faces regulatory shutdown, your funds could be frozen or lost. You're trading control for convenience. As the old crypto saying goes, not your keys, not your coins. Finally, let's talk about a more innovative approach: liquid staking. This is a game changer for many. With liquid staking, you deposit your crypto into a protocol like Lido or Rocket Pool. They stake it for you, and in return they give you a brand new token. This new token is a receipt. It's a liquid staking derivative, or LSD, that represents your staked coins and the rewards you're earning. The magic here is that while your original crypto is locked up and earning rewards, you can use this new liquid token elsewhere. You can trade it, lend it out, or use it in other DeFi applications to earn even more yield. It gives you flexibility. However, this introduces new layers of risk. You face smart contract risk. A bug in the protocol's code could lead to a loss of funds. You also face depegging risk, where the price of your liquid token might drift away from the price of the underlying asset. It's a powerful tool, but it adds complexity. So, with all these options, is staking actually a good deal? Yes, it can be. The primary benefit is earning a steady stream of rewards, often quoted as an annual percentage yield, or APY. When you reinvest or compound, those rewards, your total number of coins grows over time, which can be incredibly powerful. Beyond the financial incentive, by staking, you are actively participating in the security and decentralization of the network you believe in. You're not just a spectator, you're part of the team. So, when done correctly, staking is a genuine way to generate passive income from your crypto assets. But this is a big but. There are very real risks that many people gloss over. This is not free money. First and foremost is the lockup period. When your crypto is staked, it's often locked and cannot be sold or moved immediately. Some networks have unbonding periods that can last for days or even weeks. If the market suddenly crashes, you could be forced to watch the value of your assets plummet without being able to sell. You're sacrificing liquidity. Second, as we mentioned, is the risk of slashing. Validators who misbehave, whether intentionally or accidentally, can lose a portion of their staked funds. And if you're delegating, you share in that loss. It's a direct penalty that reduces your principal investment. Third is custody risk. If you stake through a centralized exchange or a custodial service, you are trusting that third party completely. You're exposed to their security vulnerabilities, their business decisions, and their potential failure. And finally, a risk that's often misunderstood: inflation and token price. Your staking rewards are paid in the native token if you're earning a 5% APY, but the token's price drops by 50% over the year. You've lost a significant amount of value in real dollar terms. You also need to consider the token's inflation rate. If the network is issuing new tokens at a high rate to pay for rewards, it can devalue the token over time, eating into your real returns. Your percentage yield isn't the same as your profit. So, the big question, should you stake your crypto? To figure that out, let's run through a quick decision checklist. Ask yourself these questions before you lock up a single coin. First, do I understand exactly how long my crypto will be locked up? Am I okay with not being able to sell it during that time? Second, do I know the exact process for unstaking? Are there waiting periods, and how do they work? Third, do I understand the slashing rules for this specific blockchain? What actions get penalized and how severe are the penalties? Fourth, do I trust the validator or staking provider I'm using? Have I researched their track record, security, and fees? If it's an exchange, am I comfortable with their custody risk? Fifth, do I understand how this token's inflation and potential price volatility could affect my real returns? Is the APY high enough to compensate for the risks? And the final, most important question, am I comfortable holding this crypto for the long term? Regardless of short-term price swings, staking isn't free money. It's an active trade-off. You are giving up liquidity and taking on specific risks in exchange for rewards and a chance to support a network you believe in. If you have a long-term conviction in an asset and you've done your homework on the risks, staking can be a fantastic strategy to increase your holdings over time. But if you think you might need quick access to your funds, or if you're not fully confident in the project or the staking provider, then it might be best to hold off at least for now. I hope this breakdown helped clarify what staking is all about. If you found this video useful, do me a favor and hit that like button and tap subscribe so you don't miss future content. And I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Are you currently staking any crypto, or are you still thinking it over? I read every single comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.